Welcome to Everyday Profits, where we talk mindset, abundance, wealth creation, and building the life of your dreams. Hello, how are you going on this beautiful morning out here, northwest Queensland, beautiful place, cows calling in the background, such as live on a cattle station. But I wanted to jump on today and just sort of share an inspiration that I've had, coming to myself. I wanted to then share that with you. And that's the thought of that we need to move away from making a living and start making a life, start building a life that we truly want. And I really want to encourage you, to sort of embrace this mindset, because whenever we continue just to live a mediocre life, whenever we just continue to say, well, I just want enough income, I just want enough, to buy the groceries, I just want enough to pay to pay the rent or to pay the mortgage or whatever that looks like for your situation. But I really want to start to encourage people to sort of shift their mindset and say, well, what if I could think further? Like, what can I do more and more that shifts me away from just existing, just making a living, just getting by, to really creating something that is of value and of worth, and that you can build on and grow, and then ultimately build, this pot of wealth, this pot of abundance, this pot of prosperity that you can then pass on to future generations and such things like that. And I love what Jim Rohn often says. He often says that reasons come first and results come second, and that's a really good mindset viewpoint to have, because what is our ultimate reason? Like, what is our reason? And to really build on that reason, and then to really to prosper, to bring out the results that we need to make that reason become a reality. So what might your reason be? It can range from so many different things in life. It can range from like a personal perspective, it can range from a family perspective, it can range from like a wealth building perspective, it can range from a freedom and abundance, a financial freedom perspective, if that's the term you like to use. But there are so many different reasons as to why we want to build the life of our dreams. Stop building your life just to live, but start building your life to be the life that you actually want. Start doing things today that can change your life for the future. And I really want to encourage you in this aspect that, it's up to us. We don't need to look at the government. We don't need to look at our neighbor. We don't even need to look at our friends or our family or those who might be closest to us, because it starts with me. How can I change my vision and my mindset and my overall perspective on life to then create the results that I want, to build that wealth, to build the prosperity that I want? And it all starts within our own selves. It all starts within our mind. And I want to really encourage you to start to think about that. How can you start building the life that you want? Instead of just working and building, life to make a living, to stay alive, how can you start to build a life that you actually want for yourself? And I really want to encourage you and inspire you on these thoughts to really, open that Pandora's box, because what can you do for yourself, okay? It's not about what I want, it's not about what your neighbor wants, as I've said, but it's about what you want. What do you want for yourself, and how can you bring that into prosperity? And I really want to encourage you to start getting some visions in your mind. We've had it happen a few times in our lives, and this is why I feel confident enough to sort of share my thoughts on this, to start putting into practice what you want to vision for your own life. So what does that look like? Like, write it down every morning, journal out. I am so happy and grateful now that this has happened, or I choose to believe that this is for my life. I choose to believe that, this is, that I want this because it's going to give me this, like I choose to make an extra $300 this week because I'm going to be able to buy A, B, and C. And so really start to write it down. And even if it's not in your reality as of today, when you write it down and when you journal it out and when you really start to put it out there in the universe has no option but to then bring it back to you. And it might be 2 years down the track, but if you put it out there, it starts to work. All the things, that the universe and then the greatest sphere that we have no control over, it starts to bring all their pieces together and bring your ambition into a reality. And so I really wanted just to inspire you today to really start building for yourself a living, start building for yourself a life, the life of your dreams, the life that you want, not just a living, not just say, I'm going to get through today, but a life of your dreams. And so I really hope that this inspires you and encourages you, and really start to pick apart the reasons. Why do you want something? Like, pick that apart and really lay it down, and start to call into your life the ambitions that you have. And so remember, reasons come first, results come second, and start building your life instead of just a living. All right, folks, I will leave it there. I hope you have a beautiful day and keep living the dream. See you later.